bright young life who we lost at a very young age because of a university that does not care about its students' mental health. And so the incident you must already all be aware of, but just to give you a summary, Aditya, a 19-year-old boy, a student of Best University, who was very excited and very happy to be giving his last exam of his end semester. That day, he woke up with a lot of excitement. He was extremely happy that he told his mom, it's my last exam today. I'm so happy. I'm looking forward to the rest of this day. He had a birthday party to attend in the latter half of the day. He told his mother that he's going to go to Domino's with his friends. He's going to have a good time. Apart from that, he had just got a new TV in his house. Their family had just moved into their Kanakpura house. He was looking forward to spending time there. He was looking forward to watching, movies and web series on his new TV. This boy was full of life, absolutely full of life, the most energetic, happy kid you would ever meet. All his friends, all his family members, anybody that knew him personally, everybody would tell you the same thing that I'm telling you, that this was a boy that loved life. We hear about depression, we hear about mental illness, we hear about how a lot of people feel down, sad, depressed, lonely, whatever. This boy had none of those things. He was absolutely full of life, very happy. Throughout his entire life, this boy had been academically brilliant. He had performed well in all his exams throughout his life. He was always the teacher's pet, always the dearest person from all his teachers. His teachers always appreciated him. Anybody that came in contact saw him as a bright young boy, a bright young life who would do something for the society in his future, do something for the country, do something for his family. So such a boy, such a lovely, lively boy. And by the way, he had an 8.5 GPA in Best University at the time of his passing. So an 8.5 GPA tells you that he was a very bright young child. But what happened that day? Let's talk about that for a couple of minutes. This boy went to his college to give that final exam of his end semester. When he was there, the invigilators apparently caught him with his mobile phone on the table. He was not using his mobile phone when he was caught. It was on his table and it was on airplane mode. He had kept it aside. The university officials, have been talking about how this was a malpractice case. I want to ask the university officials and everybody here, what he did on that day, how is that even relevant? Whether he was, it is not a point of discussion whether he cheated, whether he used his phone or what he did. What is the point of discussion today and what should be the point of discussion going forward in this case is what happened after that. What is it that the Best University officials did with this young boy, this really innocent, sweet boy? You look at his photo. What a sweet and innocent boy he is. Okay? So what they did after they got him was that they took him to a room and they systematically destroyed his mental health in the span of 15, 20 minutes or whatever time they held him there for. He was allowed to make one phone call to his parents. It's like when you get arrested and you get to make one phone call to your lawyer. That kind of a treatment, that kind of a situation they put you mentally. That you are arrested now, make a phone call to your parents to come bail you up. Is that the way to treat a child? So they made him call his family that you come here. And poor boy, he just in a very low tone, he spoke to his family members, please come, I've been caught with this, this is something they're accusing you of, please come. So his mother, poor lady, she lives so far away from the college, she immediately rushed to the spot. But it takes took a while for her to get there. In that duration, they have degraded him, demeaned him, humiliated him, put him down, said things to him. One thing which we have heard, it's anecdotal, but what we have been told is, to live like this, it's better for you to die. This was told to the student by an official of the Best University. This is what we have been told. The Best University has a long record of harassing students. The Best University has a long record of mistreating and misbehaving with its very students. The students, when a parent sends their students to a university, to a college, they're passing on not only the educational responsibilities, but also the temporary parental responsibilities to the educational institution. When your child or when you guys are at the university, the university is supposed to take care of you like you are their own children. that kind of empathy, that kind of sympathy, that kind of understanding should be displayed by the university officials. But what have they done? They told him, you don't deserve to live. From what we have heard from other students, not in this case, but in other cases, they have told things like, your life is worthless. This kind of a life, what is the meaning of this life? You have cheated, you have not only cheating, even some students whose documents are missing. We have a boy here with us today who you will hear from later, who has told that they, just because one of his documents was missing from the university side, they made it feel like it was the end of his life. He will have no future, no prospects and nothing. So this is what we wanted to talk about. This is why we asked you all to come here, and we will now hear from his mother about her thoughts on the incident. But West University, the ill treatment that they gave to this poor boy, it was why he took the step that he took. In that moment of vulnerability, they put him down at the lowest point of his life. Is a university supposed to raise you higher or bring you down? Higher. And they brought him down to the lowest point of his life, where he felt it was not important for him to live anymore. It was not required for him to live anymore, and that death was a better option. The boy eventually ended up taking his life. And what happened after that? The mother went there. They referred to her as malpractice mother. What is malpractice mother? Said malpractice mother has come. Where is the malpractice boy? Where is the malpractice boy? They had no idea where he was, because they left him alone in that room with his thoughts to die internally before he could die externally. That is the treatment they gave this poor boy. And that is why we are all here in solidarity with Aditya Prabhu, with Aditya Prabhu's family. And we want
justice.